Hi everyone, coming to you from the honey house, the building where everything started over a year ago. I moved to Israel about a year and a half ago to complete a fellowship and 2 years, supposed to be a 2 year fellowship in combined endourology and laparoscopic robotic surgery at Hadassah Medical Center. Um, just some things, nothing bad, but just some administrative things in the United States have called me back. I has to do with malpractice insurance, board certification, yada yada yada. Basically, none of them like it if you're outside the United States for around 24 months, and then there's a little bit of a gap there where you have to practice so many cases within a certain period, etc. It's pretty mundane paperwork type stuff. But unfortunately, it made me make a choice between staying here for the full 2 years and beyond, or basically giving up my ability to practice endourology or urology in the United States. I'm not really willing to do that, even if I were to move here forever for the rest of my life, which may happen, will likely happen one of these days. I have a tremendous amount of student loan debt. I'm at the beginning of my life. I have young children, and no physician in the world has the income potential that even an average physician in the United States has. So it's really just not financially responsible for me to give that up. So I'm going back. Timing couldn't be worse. Forget personal life and family. Just this is a beekeeping channel. We had a tremendous wet season here in the winter, and they're predicting that it will be probably the best year for honey in the past 30 to 40 years, and we're just now ramping up. I had some devastating losses, as you all saw if you followed the channel for a while, and I'm still feeling those. I've lost a couple of hives in the past month or so. It's just kind of a like rolling blackout. This is just a rolling hive loss, and it is very disheartening. But I also have some other hives that are doing really well, like filling up 2 boxes really well, and it just is what it is. I do feel better. I'm coming back to visit around Passover time. There is a volunteer from Germany. He's also someone who is a subscriber. I don't know if he wants me to mention him, so I'll talk to him about that later. And if I have another video in the future, then we'll talk about some of the things he's done. He's an experienced beekeeper from Europe. He's visiting Israel for about a month and a half, something like that, maybe a month. And he, through his connections that he's made through this program that's bringing him here, he may be able to get his hands on some queens. He may be able to get his hands on this, that, or whatever. And more importantly, he's here to work. And so if he needs to devote some time, or is able, rather, to devote some time to our little outfit while he's doing all his other volunteer work, then great. I would appreciate that. And if I could get some new queens out of it, that would be great, because I have struggled to find queens. I've raised my own, and they've been a mixed bag. So that would be really nice. All that's to say, this part of the journey is ending. I don't really know what the next part of the journey looks like. The bees are here, and they'll have to go a little longer than they usually do without me. That may be a good thing at the end of the day. I don't know. And I'm trying to tidy things up, put some foundation on some frames here and there. I'm leaving tonight. I'm flying out at midnight, so I'm just trying to do a few things. I want to hurry up and get back home and spend time with the kids. And by the time I come back, this is a family operation, but there's no shortage of beekeepers and demand for honey, so I'm not going to fault anyone if they find another beekeeper, a friend, or someone around the area who wants to take over. I'm fine with that. I really was looking forward to this year and continuing this journey. I don't really know where it's going to go. But we'll see. Maybe I'll find some bees wherever I end up in the United States, and keep going. I hope I do. It's been very therapeutic for me. I'm a very short-tempered, impatient person by nature. Having kids has, in one way, exacerbated that, but for the most part, really helped it out. I have always struggled with being restless and being fidgety and angry, and I have learned through age to deal with a lot of that. So much so that I sometimes make myself be lazy, but on the inside, I want to move. But I'll tell you what's really helped me is the bees. You can't be in a hurry. You can't be anxious or banging equipment around, or you can, but they're gonna remind you very quickly who's the boss, and that has really helped me. And whenever I open the box, I have to focus. It's almost like performing surgery. You know, you're in the moment, you're focusing. Everything else just kind of shuts down, and in that way, it's helped me a great deal. And I'm definitely going to miss it. I'm going to miss learning the seasons here, and I cannot express to you how different it is here than it is in almost anywhere else in the United States. It is. The summers are so dry and so demanding, and the spring is so lush, and the fall is just so devoid of really any good quality pollen or nectar, and the winter is short, but it is wet. It is just, the humidity is constantly 90 to 100%. It is really just like no other place. And the demands here on you as a beekeeper and on the bees are just really hard to describe. And you guys have seen me struggle through learning the twists and turns, and it looks so easy on the other side of that screen. Oh, just do this, just do that. But everything I've done, everything I've read in books that works in Europe, works in North America, just doesn't work here. Some of it does, some of it doesn't. And it's been a heck of a journey to learn that. And, I've got it in my mind. But, I don't know, I'm going to miss everything, with everything that happened in October. And this country has really pulled together, and just in the world as a Jewish person, and, it really does feel like the only place you're safe, even though you're kind of always under the threat of annihilation. And my kids have grown, and this has been one of the best years of my life, year and a half. And it's really in no small part. I stayed here because of what the bees have helped me kind of overcome emotionally and personally, and they've given me an outlet to do things with my hands, which I love, to be outside, which I love, to slow down, which I need to learn how to do. And I hope my journey continues, but for now, this chapter's over. And I have to be okay with that, because that's life. I am very much looking forward to the next chapter in life, and wherever I end up, hopefully, with beekeeping, if I can figure something out. My family is staying here, and I'm going to commute back and forth. So that's really been a tough pill, but it's the best thing for our family, for our situation, being in the middle of the school year and whatnot. And that really also explains why between October 7th, between the just half the apiary falling apart, dying, between the pressures at work to wrap things up, between wanting to be with my kids, be with my wife, be present and be there, I haven't really done much with the bees. And maybe it's for the best that someone else come in and help out for a little while. I haven't been present. I've been well, present with my family and present with my job and things that truly matter in life. And I know most people won't see this video, but I just want you to know, those who've encouraged me, I really am happy that you're here. For the YouTube personalities that I've kind of met along the way, now that I'll be in the States, I hope we run into each other. And I just want to encourage everyone, the world is a heck of a place right now, and as someone who lives overseas, and I really don't consume much news here or in the United States, whenever I do turn to the news, man, maybe it's always been this way. I just haven't noticed it, but stay safe out there and stay smart. And most importantly, just stay to yourself and stay to your family and your friends and the things that matter. Because I don't know what's coming. It may be good, it may be bad, but it just doesn't feel like times are getting any better for a lot of people. And I really worry. I worry a lot about the things that are going to happen down the road. But if we could all just, kind of learn from what I've learned in the beekeeping community, the agricultural community, for the most part, just look out for one another. And I hope everyone out here, whether they're your same orientation, your same gender identity, religion, ethnicity, nationality, just look out for one another. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying, for the most part, we're all just trying to live our lives, put food on the table, and leave something for our kids. And I think if we can all remember that, most of the stuff that we deal with on a day-to-day won't seem like such a big deal. But that's it. I hope I see you guys again. I'm sure I will. And if I ever meet any of you in person, or I look forward to it. But until then, take care.